After almost 2 months of searching, the relatives of Oscar Reyes Lavacude from Colombia received notification from the Canadian authorities about the death of their son. Jamie Gustavo Reyes, father of the 28-year-old young man, whose whereabouts was last on December 9th in the city of New Westminster, told Semana, a Colombian news source, the DNA matches carried out by Oscar and his father unfortunately confirmed his identity. So far, the father explained the reason of death is unknown and could take up to 4 months to determine. Jamie Reyes indicated that the Colombian consulate contacted them to tell them that the process of repatriating their son's body would be like in order to carry out the final funeral service. The family stated that although the Canadian authorities were informed of Oscar's disappearance, they seemed to lack the expected interest in the search for him. The Bring Me Back Home Canada Foundation joined in the search when the case of Oscar reached their doorstep. They immediately started communication with the family. After a month, they managed to trace the path Oscar took after leaving the hotel where he initially stayed to the forested area near the Cleveland Dam where his suitcase was found with all his belongings within. Days later, after an investigation, the police found a body about 4 kilometers from where the suitcase was found. However, there were no identification documents or a cell phone on him, which slowed down the identification process. From there, the relatives had to work with authorities to facilitate the work of Canadian forensic experts by offering up their DNA from relatives already in Canada on vacation. Despite accepting their samples at first, they were then later on rejected, which delayed in identifying Oscar's body. Jamie Reyes submitted his DNA to the police in Miami, Florida, which was then expedited to the investigators in Canada. After 2 months of searching and of uncertainty, the authorities contacted Oscar's mother in Bucaramanga and his father in Miami to confirm that the recovered body was indeed Oscar's. Oscar Reyes Lavacude came to Canada with the intention of studying English and looking for a specialization that would allow him to extend his stay in Canada a little longer. After completing the procedure and obtaining the required permits, he traveled to Canada, leaving his 3-year-old daughter and mother in Colombia. In his last communication, he told family that he had an appointment with a woman to see a room where he could stay while he was studying English. He never showed up. This raised suspicions among them when he failed to contact anyone again and calls remain unanswered. Now his family is advancing the procedures to bring their son's body back to Colombia from Canada.